Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to your April monthly reading, and what a month we have in store. Woohoo! We just entered the fiery new birth energy of Aries toward the end of March, and this month it feels like we're jumping out of the frying pan and into the cleansing, renewing fires. First, we have eclipse season in full bloom. Normally, we can feel the impact of the eclipses up to 8 weeks before and after they happen, so we're probably most definitely feeling this right now. Eclipses tend to wake us up to deeper understanding of our lessons, our purpose, and our destiny, and they can also bring sudden changes. We have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries on April 19th, which brings in that Mars energy of new beginnings and new chapters. And with the sun moving into Taurus the next day on April 20th, that will bring some at least stabilizing earth energy in for us as we go through the eclipses. So not all hope is lost. And then we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th, which is also co-ruled by Mars and Pluto. So plenty of Mars energy coming in this month for sure. And this full moon will demand our attention, bringing with it, harvest and endings with that Scorpio energy. And then the Pluto energy coming in voices strongly to us, change or die. It is the, bringer of change, and it wants us to evolve and move things. And if that weren't enough in our reflection for April, we also get to have the energy tide of a Mercury retrograde coming in. That'll keep us on shore to have us reflect upon things and kind of mend our nets before setting sail again. We enter the pre-shadow on April 7th, so we can start to feel things slow and get staticky in regards to communication around that time. And then we go full-blown retrograde on April 21st. So April 19th, we have that, the new moon solar eclipse. April 20th, we go into the sun moves into Taurus. April 21st, Mercury goes into full retrograde until May 14th. And then we enter the post-shadow period, May 15th, and go fully direct again in Mercury on June 2nd. So during that May 15th to June 2nd, we'll have a bit of reflection time during that post-shadow. And I think we're going to need it, which will be good. So I'll have individual pick-a-card readings on each of those big astral events as we get closer to them. But for now, buckle up, Buttercup. We're going for a wonderful deep dive ride in April with some twists and some turns, some endings and beginnings that will bring us some great clarity around our lessons, our life purpose, and our destiny. So for this monthly reading, we'll be asking Spirit, help! And in addition to that, we'll also ask them what they can tell us to prepare us for this crazy hall of mirrors. There is a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're jumping into yours right now. All right, Scorpio, this is your monthly reading for the month of April. And if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana represents the overall energy for the month. So this is where we'll start to see what area of your life that they want to bring some help in and information around this wonderful, crazy hall of mirrors that we're going through for you. All the cards I use in a reading I list in the description box below. So if you, see any of these that you're interested in, you'll know which deck they are. You put them in order that I use them too. So this deck is the Ravyness Drakon tarot. So we'll start here and just see what the general energies are here. that spirit wants you to know around this. Of course, you have the full moon in your sign for the lunar eclipse. So this is going to be impacting you in beautiful ways. It's your own energy. It's just going to be very expansive. So out of all the transformative zodiac signs, you are like the master of transformation. So this ain't going to be nothing for you. You probably can help a lot of people maneuver this energy. So I like it. All right. So for Scorpio, what would you like them to know around this April with all this going on? All right, they do want this one for you. And do you have the Strength card? Yeah, there you go. Being the strength for others. But this is about connecting to your higher self and really being grounded and remembering who you really are, because the Strength card usually has like a lion and a maiden, and it is this bonding together, this coming together. Not, that your spirit has to destroy your shadow, but that your spirit actually completes your human side, your shadow, because the human side of us comes down here so hungry, so thirsty, and it's told to look outside of ourselves, but we don't find satisfaction out there for what we're looking for, because we're told to look into relationships and situations and things, but all those things are unstable. People change, they pass away, they walk away. Relationships are unstable and aren't fulfilling for very long, if at all. Situations like jobs and education, social status, things like that, never stay the same. And things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. So all that stuff eventually brings us to a point where we're roaring like a lion, a hungry, angry lion in the jungle. And that's when our higher self knows, okay, it's time for us to come together. We might even have very little understanding of our spiritual side up until that point, when we're so desperate in trying to be fulfilled and we're not finding it in the outside, we turn inward, and ta-da, you meet your higher self, and that's when you join together and walk hand in hand in a different way. So there very much is this coming together in beautiful ways here in the month of April with your higher self in the spirit world. So I really like that. We're also going to pull from the Blue Messiah reading cards here and just see what else they want to add in here around this general energy for the month, and then we'll get into the minor arcana for some more information. Yeah, so connecting to your soul tribe, here you go, card number 27. So yeah, definitely this bonding here and helping out your soul tribe. Like I mentioned, I really feel like this is a time that is right up your alley, where you're like, hey, everyone calm down. Let me show you the way through this maze, because that's where you live in this, Scorpio energy. So it says your vibe attracts your tribe, and it's from an unknown source that has said that. And it says soul tribes are spiritually connected through vibration. And when you are around someone who vibrates at a similar frequency, there's often a sense of connection and familiarity. As your vibration increases, so do the vibrations of the souls who come to surround you. Life is indeed a wonderful adventure, and with every evolutionary leap into self-awareness, you attract different souls to your path. These souls, known as your soul tribe, vibrate at a similar frequency to yours. They complement your journey and for a while support and nurture your growth. I feel like that's what you're being attracted, and people are being drawn to you for you to help them during this time especially. As you evolve, however, you may feel a growing disconnection to these very same souls. No longer in an energetic alignment, there is often a period of transition and ending, and this time may not always be easy, especially for the ones you leave behind. As you progress and change, so does your soul tribe. New souls who complement and support your journey will appear and provide lessons to accelerate the growth of your soul. If you're going through transitions, dear one, and find yourself moving away from souls that you no longer share a strong connection with, do not be disheartened. Everything that happens is part of the universal creative process of pushing your soul to evolve. It is time to step away with love and compassion. Be open to new relationships in your next enriching chapter. So perfect. It's exactly what we were talking about. So you might in April be leaving people behind to focus on new people that are coming into your life, because they're coming into your life. And especially April is going to be a huge time, and even into May through this, because we feel the energies of these eclipses 8 weeks before and 8 weeks after. And so you're going to be feeling this, probably into May, and maybe even into June, that you are helping people with their transformative type of energy. The chakra this deals with is the solar plexus and the heart. And an exercise you can do is join different groups, such as creative workshops that encourage your soul to grow, and be open to new friendships. Affirmation for the card: I am attracting loving, supportive relationships into my space every day in every way. I like it. Perfect. So we'll dive deeper in here as we go into the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the 4 suits of the minor arcana represent 4 different areas of our human experience. We'll start off with the wand suit, which is the element of fire. And we'll see, this is your drive and your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, just your overall energy. So this will be what the Creator and Spirit want you to know about your energetic experience for April. So what would you like Scorpio to know, please? What about their energetic? Okay, that right here. And you have the 7 of Wands. And this is beautiful. The 7 of Wands represents like you're actually set above others here. And that makes sense with what we've been talking about here too, is that with this energy that's coming in, you are going to shine during this period, because like with all this stuff that's coming in, all this energy, all these endings and beginnings, and all this transformation and transition and everything else, you thrive in that atmosphere. It's part of your nature, and it even shows an eagle here, which you start off as a scorpion and you transform into a snake, which of course you still grow and you shed skin, and then you transform into an eagle that's able to rise above the storms and still swoop down to protect what it's important to it, but then it swoops up and sees things from a higher perspective. And I feel like this is you rising above things so easily that some people don't like that, because they're struggling and they're like, why do you get to have this and you're shining during this period, and I feel like I'm like spiraling down and about to crash. But you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to defend the strength that you have, Look at all the circles here, this brightness that you're shining here. Like this is you in the middle here, right? And you're helping all these people. And some of these people, because they feel low about themselves, may attack, complain and blah, 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 blah. But don't let that bother you, and don't feel like you have to defend it. Just know that they need assistance in helping them rise. And so you can help them with that. And that's the whole thing that's happening, I feel, here for you in April, is you stepping up and being this resource, being this hand to help people up. And I like that for you. We're also going to pull from the Return of Spirit deck here. And all these decks from C.L.Harnish. She's a wonderful, wonderful, sweet soul. These are fractal imaging, and I call them the spiritual ink blot test, because whatever you see in the picture is a special message from Spirit from you. And then we'll read her intuitive message that she also picked up from the card. So this is what else Spirit and Creator wants you to know about your spiritual adventure in April. Yeah, recognition. Yeah, so being seen, standing out. So this energy is going to be, you're going to have a very successful April where you do stand out in very positive ways. And people do recognize you. I mean, the 7 of Wands is you being placed on a hill, placed above others, seen as higher. So April, I mean, both these cards are that energy. And it says it is important that we each feel recognized and seen for our hard work and unique contributions we make to this world. This is why the recognition card has come for you today. The universe does see you and all that you do. You are being given the recognition, the love, and support which you deserve. This card can also come when you're about to receive recognition in the physical world as well. You could be receiving an award, an honor, or a mention. And this could be at work or with a community or a social group. This can also be on a smaller scale in a more personal way. Either way, you are being seen, you are being recognized, and you're being honored for what you do. Whatever form it comes in, just remember that spirit speaks to us through the physical world and through the mouths of others. Whether you're just beginning or already working on a project or an idea, be aware that the actions you take now could lead you to being recognized publicly. This could be on a small scale or with the public at large. Either way, your current efforts will be recognized in the future. So April is a huge month for you of doing things, being seen. The recognition most likely will come in April. If not, you'll be recognized for the work that you do in April. And no matter what it is you do or how well you feel you're doing it, Spirit is giving you a cosmic pat on the back. You have done well. Now just allow yourself to really take that in. Good job, you! And with the empowerment you gain in feeling recognized and appreciated, you will then be given the opportunity to begin to pay it forward. Every time someone you encounter does something which impresses you, be sure to tell them. Not only will you completely make their day, but you'll be surprised how good it will make you feel as well. So recognizing others is an important piece of this message to hear. That helps people, and it's sincerely recognizing, not just making up BS to try to make them feel good. People see right through that when they're like, oh, you're so good, and you're like, specifically, how am I good? I don't know, you're just good, but if you specifically tell people, I'm so impressed by how you never give up on your friends and you do this, and I see this is how you do it, it really means a lot to them, and I like that for you. All right, and then we move into the element of Earth, which is the Suit of Pentacles. This is the only one that's about the outside world. All this is your inner energy. We'll talk about thoughts and emotions and all that happens within you. This is the only one that's about the outside world. All those other characters that are on stage with you, all the props, your body, all that on the outside. So this would be what Spirit and Creator want you to know about your physical adventure during April. So for Scorpio, all right, that's the one right there. And you have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, 5 is a number of change, and the Five of Pentacles has a great transformative energy around it and how you look at yourself in the outside world. It's this transformation from feelings of feeling abandoned, being left out in the cold, being left behind, these feelings of lack, and it transforms to where you feel full and whole. And the big thing is because you realize it's not humans that bring you what you need in each moment. It's the Creator. It is Source, and they have endless resources. They love you unconditionally and eternally, so they'll never withdraw that from you. Whereas the reason why we have abandonment feelings is because we look to the outside world for something that we felt we needed, and they dropped the ball. They went into fear and they withdrew that from us, and they didn't give it to us. And that's why we have a fear of lack, because we've experienced lack from humans. But when you turn it around and focus on that it's the Creator and Spirit that bring us what we need in each moment, we build this trusting relationship that we always will have what we need in each moment. So I like that coming in here with all this strength, because as you turn inward here more and more, you realize you do have everything that you need within you. You have the unconditional, eternal love of the Creator, of Spirit world, and then you realize everything else on the outside world you have. I mean, you wouldn't be watching this video right now if you didn't always get everything you needed in each moment, right? because you wouldn't be here. So they have trustworthiness. They've always supplied it for us. And spoiler alert, they love us so much, they always give us more than we actually just need. They don't just give us the bare minimum. They always want to spoil us like a rich grandparent that picks us up. And even though our parents tell them, don't buy him anything, don't give him anything, blah, 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 they go buy us all the stuff, and they take us to lunch, and they buy us dessert and second dessert, and then we stop for ice cream, and then, they just really love to spoil us. So I like it. We're also going to pull from the Earth Magic Oracle here and see what else they want to add in here around your physical experience during the month of April. And you have radiance, summer solstice. Look, another sun. So, this brightness that's popping up here. And I love that. And it's one of the most, like the sun card in the major arcana is like one of the most abundant, overflowing, beautiful cards in the entire deck. So this represents wonderful abundance, which is into the outside world. So the word solstice originates from the Latin word solstitium, which means stationary or stopped, which is stiti, and sun, S-O-L. This is because twice during the solar year, the sun appears to rise and set in the same place for several days. It seems to be taking a much-needed rest before making the next circuit across the sky from one solstice to the next. Its ceaselessness, predictable certainty, having existed since before the time of our ancestors. So that is this solid foundation, right? That it's been there forever. There are stories in many cultures that personify the sun as a deity, either male or female, often riding the sun across the sky in a boat or a chariot. And with the summer solstice comes the culmination of the sun's travels that have led to the longest days of the year. The light is now at its fullest and has provided its own brand of nourishment to the land and all of its inhabitants. Again, the sun shining without expecting anything back. This is you during April. You're just shining so bright and helping so many people just by being you. Celebrations and ceremonies abound. Passion and playfulness are themes. We feel an innate desire to be outdoors in the natural world and reap the benefits of the longest days of the year. We instinctually seek the light, and during this cycle, there's an abundance of it. Yeah. So the message for this is, let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Allow the Father Sun to take away your worries and your cares, right? This is all about trusting. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, to get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. And during this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. And one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those with whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lights up. So, same message over and over again here in different ways, but I love this radiance, shining this radiance of who you are with the world is what you do during this month, because it's beautiful. And of course, we move into a wonderful, bright, fiery type of energy towards the end of the month when we go into the spring equinox. So there is this beautiful energy coming in here. And then we move into the suit of swords, which is the element of air. This is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And so this is what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of April. So let's take a look here. All right. And you have the Page of Swords. So new communication, new ways of looking at things as well. You are really being very highly in tune. Here's the big full moon too, especially with that energy. You're just tuning in so well to the wisdom and the knowledge from up above. And I feel like your ability to communicate during the month of April is right on point. And I love that, because even though we're going into Mercury retrograde, I feel like you are able to communicate your wisdom and what you've gleaned and to help people in such important ways here. So I really love that for you. And we're also going to pull from the numerology guidance cards here and see what else they want you to know about your mental adventure during April. So what else for Scorpio? All right. They do want to, okay, you do get 2. And your first one is love and partnership. Love that. We'll put that right here. And then you also have a rebirth. Yeah. So you're all about this. That's your energy, the transformative energy that we were talking about here. Let's start here with card number 26, since it came out first here. Actually, they don't want me to read these at all. They're like, this is about, love, and love partnership is so much more, like they're talking about a soul tribe, that we have these, it's like soul mates, and this is the soul tribe. Every one of our soul tribe is a soul mate. It doesn't necessarily need to be romantic. It can be family, it can be friends, it can be best friends, workmates, whatever it might be. We're surrounded by all these soulmates, all on purpose, for a purpose. And especially, look at all this blue with communication here. This can be the third eye type of energy that this talked about here too. That there's this communication, this action, that you're speaking your truths, you're talking about love, you're increasing this bond, even talked about in, I think it was in this one right here, about really focusing in on the communicating and sharing the love with the people that are closest to you. And there's this rebirth that happens during this month for you in such amazing ways. I feel like this is like a huge, it's like a sunrise, people that had not seen a sunrise yet. And here comes the sun, and people see you in a different light because of this ability that you have, and the way that you show this strength, and the way that you show your ability to handle rebirths, that they just look at you completely differently. And you're just like, again, it comes into this recognition of who you are, and they're recognizing the strength you do have where they didn't even see it before. So it's like this dawning that's coming in here in a beautiful way for you. I really like it. And then we move into the final suit, which is your suit, an element of water. It's the Suit of Cups. And of course, this represents just our emotional adventure during the month of April and what Spirit wants you to know around it. So this is nothing for you. This is like, this is where you swim, where you live. So nothing that's scary in the water for you, because you swim there. Yeah, here's the Three of Cups. Joy, celebration, and connecting with Spirit. This does let you know that you're not alone at all. And this is, when it was talking about Spirit recognizing you, this is them saying, we're with you, we got your back, we're around you, you're never alone. You've got your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors. You are surrounded by a multitude of beings of unconditional love and light that are always around you. And this is them saying, yep, not only is your soul tribe those human characters you're around, but you are surrounded by an even bigger group than you can imagine on the other side that are aware of you, recognizing you, supporting you, high-fiving you, and excited to communicate even more with you. The veil is going to be very thin for you in communicating with the spirit world too. So if you think that your intuition and your clarity of speaking in with spirit is big now, boom, April's is like this super, super upgrade that comes in. So I love that for you. And then your final card for this reading is from the Journey of Love Oracle. And because it's your last card for this reading, it can still be more about your emotional journey in the month of April, but it is also going to be a wild card. Whatever else the Creator and Spirit wants you to know around this beautiful April or this subject or whatever it may be here. So let's see what we have. Yeah, heaven. Boom. So like we were talking about, Soul Tribe, you've got all this support from the upper realms for sure. And let's take a look here and see what message they bring you here. No, you're not passing away. I know, right? What about this rebirth? No, this is about them coming to you, not you going to them. Yeah, you are meant to live heaven now, not later, sometime after you die. Okay, so they're reiterating that. What use is this life and body if not to live heaven now? Look for the mad divine genius in all that is, especially the puzzling parts of your life that make you scratch your head or tear at your hair or scrunch up your face and scream with frustration. Those are the places in which the divine is saying, here, heaven is hiding. Let's unveil it together. Let me show you. Let me unveil your own mad divine genius right here. Look for heaven. Even in hiding, it will not withhold itself from you for long, beloved. It wants to be known by you. Yeah. So definitely an upgrade in April that just takes you to new heights. I love this. So this oracle brings you a special message. The enlightener is calling you to more, to more, to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, more embrace of life itself. There is no limit in what is being offered to you from the divine lover calling to you, the beloved. Rejoice and know that the dance of love between you and the divine is a removing of veils of illusion, one at a time, until you behold each other naked and true, finally to discover you are each other. You are love. Wow. What a beautiful message here. Definitely, this love relationship, this rebirth also flows into this special connection that you're growing with the heavenly realm. So not only are you transforming, the eagle, once you transform from a scorpion to a snake to an eagle, the final transformation is to the phoenix, the rising, it rises from the ashes, a new being. And I feel like this April, boom, 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 is a huge, huge transformation for you into wonderful places, into the spiritual realm. While still living, you're not being sucked away. You are being flooded and upgraded in beautiful ways. So I like this for you, Scorpio. I can't wait to see what happens here for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things you can do. The first thing is you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. It does tell me that you're enjoying this content, but it also tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content and it'll bring more of it to you. The other thing you can do is click the subscribe button and it gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there's an option for all, which if you select it, two things happen. One, you will be notified when I post new videos on YouTube. And two, you'll be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. In addition to all of that, it also helps spread the love and helps my channel grow. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, or subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy crazy happy it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I am ever so grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed down in the description box of the video down below. It mentions the pricing and how you can book it. All right, beautiful, beautiful Scorpio. As you go through this amazing journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure, an amazing month. I'm sure I'll be talking with you soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.